welcome back to our coverage of the GAMA Trade Show 2015. I'm Eric Summerer here with Nathan from IDW, and we have a whole bunch of things to talk about, barely room on the table to fit it all. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start here with Godfather, Mafia game. This was announced today. We'll be sharing more information down the road, but this is the first in a line of Godfather games that we're going to be making.
Okay.
This first one is going to be more of a werewolf mafia style game with a twist that the good guys are in the mob and the bad guys are the police.
Interesting. Okay, very, very cool. How about let's work our way around the table?
Yep, so Chew, Cases of the FDA, is a game coming out this May based on the Image comic of the same name. It has a nice cult following to it. As a brief rundown, the main character, when he eats something, can see its entire history. So if he eats a cow, he sees the cow getting slaughtered. If he were to eat a dead body, he would see how they were killed.
That sounds yummy.
It's yummy. So it's going to be sort of a light, fun, fast card game, which kind of true to the comic, there's certain cards when you play them, you have to eat or drink something gross that everyone at the table has decided before the game started. Wonderful. Yes. Potentially.
Orphan Black is a property that's gotten a lot of attention in the last few years.
Yep. So Orphan Black is being designed by the Bamboozle brothers, who've done a number of games, Belfort being one of them.
Yes.
This is going to be a deductive sort of hidden traitor game. Everyone's playing one of the clones, no one's sure who anyone else is, and you're having to work with other people at the table based on nothing but trust and trying to figure out, is this person who I think they are, and should be a lot of fun. Okay, very interesting. Spring Safari. Yeah, so String Safari is called String Savannah when it originally came out in Japan, from the designer of Trains and String Railway. It's a fun game. You get a giant string, to make the playing board, and you're going to be placing animal tiles down, and everyone has different objectives, and you have a smaller string, and you have to enclose, kind of manipulate the string around to get the animals in it to score points. A good family game. Also has some stripped down rules for younger children, so it kind of streamlines some of the scoring to make it a little bit easier for them to get. But good game for anybody, but really targeted at families. Interesting. The big one in the middle. Big one in the middle. Fire and Axe. Fire and Axe. This is our reprint of the game that Asmodee did about 8 years ago. Okay. All new artwork, all new figural pieces. Same rules. We're not touching the game, but all the art is updated. Josh Capel did the board art, all the card layouts, got a couple of comic book artists doing everything else for it. Really, really excited to get this one back out there. Great. Okay, way up in front, Open Season. Open Sesame. Oh, Open Sesame. See, I can't read upside down that far away. There's too much stuff. This is a first English edition of a game that went by the name Ollie when it came out in Europe. It's an Antoine Bauza design. It is a kind of push your luck game with a memory element. If you think like a Diamant, with the added wrinkle that as you continue to go into the cave, other players have to, in order, name the treasures you've taken out of it. And if someone messes up, then you get the treasure. If they don't, you might have to leave the cave because you're hitting too many triggering too many traps, similar to Diamant. It's going to be about $20, about 15-20 minute game, so it's a nice, fun, light game. And last but not least, one of your big hits in the last year or two has been Machikoro. And how is this Millionaires Row expansion going to change that base game? So Millionaires Row, if you've played the Harbor expansion, operates the same way. You can play it with or without Harbor. You have to have the base game. It's a little bit nastier. There's a card in here that allows you to close everyone's copy of a single building, so it stops paying out. There's a card in here called the Loan Office that's free when you take it. You get cash. Every time you roll the number, you have to pay interest on the loan back to the bank. And what makes that one really nasty is another card called the Moving Company. When that activates, you are forced to give one of your buildings to another player. So if you have some loan offices, you can just hand those off. Yeah, sure. Exactly. They'll be first to go. Yes. Excellent. Well, now that we've talked about all of these, when will we see them? So Machikoro is going to be June. Fire and Axe will be May to June, depending on shipping times. Okay. Open Sesame is the same time frame, probably June into July. String Safari is available now. Okay. It came out in the last few weeks. Orphan Black will be late summer, probably just as season 3 of the show is wrapping up.
Excellent.
Is the plan. Chew is finished. It should be here May to June, again, depending on shipping time. And then Godfather should be late this summer into early fall.
Excellent. Thank you so much for all this great information.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you for watching.
Thanks.